going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we got a few very interesting topics to cover. One regarding character levels being completely reset, as in your entire game now restarting, and how to avoid that. Second of all, what we do have is the Avengers team responding to things in terms of issues with this game. And then lastly, yesterday we were talking about the problem where, of course, you can't actually get access to loot in a mission if you can't break a glass because it requires a certain character, etc. Well, we now technically got a very interesting way around that, so we got a ton of stuff to cover. Now if you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that big red subscribe button below. It is your good deed of the day. If you do so, it just makes you a great human being. And hey, if you could drop a like too, that'd be incredible. Let's try and get maybe 15 likes. That would be very cool. Now, just something I want to mention to you guys as well that I'm sure will be of interest is, if you want to be featured in future videos, I've come up with this really cool idea where I want to kick off something, essentially something where we just speculate on future content that could be added into this game by sharing what we would like to see. And how it would go is you guys, and you can basically start in this video right now, just drop some ideas on future content that you would like to see in this game, and then we'll basically add them into videos and then just speculate on the ideas, and hopefully it can maybe drive the game into a very good direction that the Avengers devs, of course, can just take into consideration. So I thought that'd be really cool. But nonetheless, diving into this video, now I want to start off, some of you guys may be familiar with Spoonzill, some of you may not. If you're not, Spoonzill was just he's still an incredible guy. He was able to get so many interesting bits of info back when we were building hype up for this game, but he messaged me this morning saying how, you know, of course we're complaining about our skins being reset. Well, his entire game has been reset. He was level 50, he's gone right back down to level 1, and literally missions in the game have reset for him. He's basically had to start from A day again. Now, he did say it's probably worth, of course, just mentioning this to you guys on how you feel, well, how he feels he can probably be able to prevent this again, and that is that he's playing on a PC, and just don't complete all the missions. That's literally it. Try not to complete all the missions, and hopefully your game won't just completely reset. Now, unfortunately for Spoonzill, there's no way around this at this moment in time. He's reached out to devs. Well, when I say devs, he's reached out to the Avengers team. So if you're a dev and you're watching this, I mean, this is a big problem, of course. So hopefully they can resolve that and get his account back to normal. But diving into their response that they actually done on Twitter, first of all, they now have a thread on that stuff. So what it says is, we are scouring social media, Discord and Reddit for your bug reports and feedback. Please see this post for some known major issues, workarounds and insight into reporting. So it will tell you how to go ahead and report. I'm going to link it in the description below, but most importantly, again, it just basically highlights on the factors on things that they completely have addressed already. So for example, I mean, the stuff with the black screen. There's also got problems for like character duplications, infinite loading screens as well, and community challenges not updating in real time. So it's a big thread, and it just has loads of ways for you to prevent that until they go ahead and, of course, do a big patch for that. So check that out. I'll link it in the description below. Now, their second tweet was as well regarding the hero challenge cards, and what it says is, we have fixed an issue where hero challenge cards were not properly reflecting earned points, and we are also in the process of retroactively granting lost points, although this process may take several hours to complete. Thank you for your reports and patience. And then the last tweet they had, well, second to last. So first of all, of course, we got a big problem with Captain America's face at this moment in time with the frontline cosmetic, and if you know how crazy this is. And someone tweeted them saying, this looks straight out of a horror film. Have you basically been made aware of this? And they just said, thanks for the report, this issue will be fixed in a future patch. And then the last thing they mentioned, which was the most down to earth tweet, and that really just gives me hope even more in this game as a whole with these bugs, is that our fans deserve nothing but the best, which is why we are working so hard to squash these bugs. Thank you for your kind words. And that person was just basically criticizing the game and giving it a compliment, of course. So it's great to know that they know as well that this is extremely one of the biggest, I guess, I don't even know how to describe it. It's an extremely bumpy road, okay? A bumpy road to the start of what is going to be an amazing game, because I mean it is a great game at this moment in time. It's just certain bugs you really can't get around, and it's just really, I guess, game breaking quite literally. Now the second thing, well the last thing, sorry, should I say, that I want to mention. So yesterday we were talking about the problem where, for example, if you're playing S4 and you've got a legendary piece of loot or chest, whatever you want to call it, behind the glass window or door, again, whatever you want to call that, right? Of course you can't have the ability to instruct someone to go ahead and, you know, smash that glass, because it can only be someone like Kamala Khan or of course Hulk, just someone powerful enough. Well, someone on Reddit actually came up with a relatively interesting way to get around this, and you can see it of course in the background of this video, and it clearly says it's not a guaranteed method, but you basically stand in front of the glass, long story short, and you just direct the enemies to you and you dodge their shots basically and attacks as a whole, and when they miss you, they will actually end up breaking the glass, okay, and then you can just go ahead and get your loot. It definitely is one hell of a long way to go about things, and it's not a guaranteed method, but there's like a 90% chance that it could work on your first try, so definitely give that a shot if you haven't yet. Again, it's just a game changer, a time saver, most importantly, and it's just a funny little thing in the game that we could do until the patch. So when are we going to see this patch? I'm not really sure, if I have to be honest. I mean, when I was speaking to Spoonzill earlier today, my opinion was that they need to release another big update for this game literally in the next 7 days. If not, the game is probably going to be in the big red zone, right? Because a lot of people are facing these problems, while some are really funny, some are just completely unavoidable. And right now at this moment in time, the big argument that has literally sprung up is, of course, why weren't some of these big issues addressed before launch? So it's a question that I had yesterday as well, but I don't know, because I've never released a game and I don't know what different factors are, you know, taken into consideration, or how much stuff a game gets polished up, especially if it's a live service game. So I really have no idea, but I mean, the good thing of this all is we're on road to something good, right? So that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on that stuff. We also got a big character being added into this game that was teased recently as well in an interview that I'll be discussing later, because for that we can be expecting a big Wakanda update, alright? And you want to check out that video probably a couple of hours after this one goes live, so some very exciting times for this game. But that's going to wrap up this one here. So as always, subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.